We're back at Up North F4. We are joined today with Tina Perry, who is the founder and advocate for Just Listen, Decreasing Stigma, and on mental health and substance abuse. Tina, thank you for coming and joining us here today.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Tina, and you know, there's a huge story behind this. So maybe a little bit of an introduction for, you know, because this nonprofit organization started in 2015.
2011.
2011. So tell us a little bit about it.
So in 2011, my daughter was in high school. She was coming home with police officers and drinking tickets. And I was a child myself. I know what that life could lead into. And I wanted to stop it right there and then for her and other people. So what I did was I created an organization called Just Listen. What happens when people are bored, teenagers are bored, they could make bad choices a lot of times. So I wanted to give the kids in the community something to do, and the adults actually. And so I started with sports. We did art because some people find themselves that way. And something like, oh, I'll never do that. Well, let's try it. And it could be interesting, creative. You could find out something new about yourself. And you keep it energetic and say something positive about yourself.
Yeah, I had heard your story, wanted to have you on because I thought your story is relatable, right? And especially with teens who go through a lot, who don't know how to quite process those emotions and those actions, and then get in trouble and don't know what to do with that, right? So this makes an outlet for that because you went through that as a parent. But when you're in that moment with that, like, what are the emotions that you're feeling?
For which part of it? Because I have many parts of it.
When you first realize there's something deeper going on here.
With my daughter getting in trouble, and you have to find a place where, okay, what is the problem and what are we gonna do about it? When you're in trouble with the police, they're gonna tell you what you're gonna do about it, and then when you go for whatever the police have you do through the court system, it sometimes helps people find themselves, and it brings up those issues of maybe why you were doing what you were doing. So there's a lot of support out there, and as a parent, it was comforting knowing that they have to go through a system or they're in more trouble, and then with them finding themselves, there's support to help, and we just have a new journey in life because you realize those aren't the choices.
Lifelong support. Yep.
And part of this organization that you have as well, of course, you have a beautiful dress on, and so there's some kind of tie with the organization as pageant and Miss Wisconsin.
Yes, so it all comes full circle. In 1997, Angelina and I did pageants. She was my little princess, and I won Miss Wisconsin Woman. And then I didn't do pageants for over 26 years. And now I got back into pageantry because every queen has a legacy. What is the reason you do what you do? There's a passion behind something. So today, I am your Miss Wisconsin Galaxy, and very honored and proud. And my legacy is decreasing stigma and mental health and substance use. And the reason why behind that is because Angelina had gotten in trouble through the years, more than just those few visits at the house. And she, later in years, had gotten sick and went to the hospital. And when she did, because she had that history of her troubled life, the medical professionals just assumed that she was drug seeking, and she wasn't. And because they just assumed it, it was a frustrating visit, and Angelina walked out of the hospital because they weren't very nice to her. And that happened 2 times, May 11th and May 13th in 2021. And Angelina just walked out. So July 20th, I finally got her back to the hospital, and I said, you look like you're gonna die. We have to go to the hospital. There's no us fixing this. And we did. July 20th, and they put her in the ICU, and July 28th, Angelina passed away from a blood infection, the same blood infection that she had on May 11th. And so my platform legacy is decreasing stigma in mental health and substance use. And I'm teaching many people different things. One is your words matter, your body language matters. Your words could save a life or take a life. Your words could hurt somebody so bad that they crawl up in a shell and do nothing. I am trying to help people live and not just exist. I had a terrible thing happen to my child, and there's a lot of people that have lost children. I'm teaching those parents, you don't have to get up and do what I do, but you have to get up because we're still living.
Keep going.
And I'm trying to inspire that parent. And if they want to call me, I'll talk to them. I will support anybody I could. And if I don't know how, I will find a resource that could. Which leads to, I know a lot of places.
Well, let's take a quick break and we'll come back. We'll talk about those resources. Okay?
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.